Let's go to Patricia in Daytona Beach. Patricia, you're on News 96.5. Go ahead.
Yes, my question is regarding bankruptcy. I'm looking to bankrupt some debt, some of them old, because I really haven't worked actively for probably the last 3 years or so during the recession because I was in the mortgage industry. My question is, I have a student loan that is there, and I heard that they are able to be bankrupt, and what is the process for that, or how can that be done? Well,
Patricia, before we get started, I'm going to turn you over to Jim Monroe, bankruptcy attorney, but other than student debt, Patricia, how much debt do you have?
I'm going to say it may be about $15,000.
Okay. So, Jim, this is Patricia. What do you think about her situation?
Student loans can only be discharged if you can show hardship, but she may have a case to show hardship. If she can show that she can't repay this within a reasonable time, or that she's now retired and this is really hampering her ability to move on, then it might be dischargeable. But you have to go into a bankruptcy court, persuade a judge that you have a hardship to discharge a student loan.
Well, Jim, that's news to me because I hear on the news all the time that student loans cannot be discharged through bankruptcy. You're telling me that they can be when there is a hardship. What's your experience about how often the bankruptcy judge will grant this hardship?
That is on a case-by-case basis, and the original court test to determine whether or not student loans are dischargeable is rather a harsh one. But it's being revisited because of changes in the law that have occurred since that case came down. And a number of bankruptcy judges have expressed disdain for this old test that was granted way back.
Well, just out of curiosity, are you saying that the bankruptcy laws, black and white, says you cannot discharge student debt, and yet here comes a case where a judge says, well, hey, hold on, in spite of what the law says, you can if there's a hardship?
No, it says in the bankruptcy code that they can be discharged because of hardship. It is the interpretation of hardship with the Brenner case that that everybody is talking about.
And how did Brenner define hardship?
Well, it says that you can't maintain your standard of living, that additional circumstances exist where you can't repay this over a period of time, and you've made a good faith effort to try to pay it back.
Okay. Well, just out of curiosity, have you done this for a client and been successful yet?
Yes, I have. Over the years, of course, I've been practicing now for 32 years, and I've had successful cases where student debts were discharged.
Okay, good to know. Thank you for sharing.